So day one, I kind of thought that I knew it all. To where I am now is I'm very open-minded and also more comfortable sharing my ideas with other people. I was very guarded coming in on day one, just kind of from past business history and companies that I've worked for. Very guarded to share my ideas, but now in this safe space, it's absolutely amazing. Lots of connections have been made.
So when there's that real true person, or that true person that believes in you or your business or is your friend, they're going to tell you the real answers. And although that is nerve-wracking, it's very valuable at the same time.
Day one with boot camp and coming into this, I really felt like not in the right place. I didn't naturally see myself as an entrepreneur, but definitely going through the Ignite process and being part of the cohort, I feel really confident as an entrepreneur and as a business leader.
I doubt myself a lot less. Self-sabotage is common, I think, in entrepreneurship and self-doubt. And I'm now at a point where I understand that there's room enough in the industry for all of us.
Honestly, compared to where I was on day one of boot camp, I was very nervous, I wasn't very confident. I was confident, but I wasn't as confident as I feel now.
You start something like this and you have some expectations, but in another way, you have no idea what's about to happen. And that's certainly what happened for me on day one and day two of boot camp. It was a lot of stuff thrown at you, a lot of material, a lot of new people to meet, a lot of expectations to set up for yourself and for your company. And what it really did for me was to clarify what I had planned for my company and who my customer was, and how to be successful.
I came into the business with one business opportunity and left with two. I have learned a lot of negotiation skills that I definitely didn't have before, and I know that being a part of Ignite has made me definitely a better person as far as business, because if anybody knows me, they know I love to play.
I've learned the importance of pivoting. That really helped as well. And we learned a lot about that in the program, but we definitely got a first-hand experience going through COVID during our launch period, especially as a childcare business.
It was actually, an extra, I guess, like learning block to understand, we get this major situation happening. What do we do? How do we pivot and how do we change our businesses and make them stronger? And so that was probably, one of the best parts for me, to learn how to look at my business and how to change and adapt.
For someone who just was not tech savvy, everything is on paper, and that's how I wanted it to stay. Ignite pushed me into that uncomfortable zone of going online, talking to people online, finding clients online, and just operating and taking up that space and feeling okay to do that, even though it's not something that I'm comfortable with.
This was like a little seed, and this seed has blossomed into like a whole garden. It's changed so many ways, and in ways I could have never done on my own. And that's not just from Ignite, but from my fellow cohort members that have helped me grow this so much.
I have grown with Ignite in terms of understanding that entrepreneurs are different. We're different. We're special. We are more likely to become depressed. We are more likely to become highly strung. We are more likely to fail at several things. We're more likely to take risks. Those are all things that I learned about entrepreneurs and all the people that were around me in that room. It was comforting to know that there are many other people who behave in the same way.